Good morning, everybody. It is hot, it is humid, it is Wednesday. We are in the middle of hump day. We are in the middle of the week. Last 2 days have been pretty mild. Today's not going to be, it's getting warmer. The rest of the week's going to be pretty hot. So we are out on a just shy of a 2-acre mulching job. I got both machines here, got them dropped off yesterday. Sun's coming up behind me back there. And we've got a little bit of a mix of everything in here. So it's kind of like a half and half kind of a deal. One half is one kind of thing and the other half is another. So let's take a look at what we got, and then we'll get to grinding. All right, I'm standing on the edge of the mulcher here. I got the Spitfire on the ASB, and I dropped my Kubota off yesterday at the Flint, or not Flint, it's Dobbs Equipment over in Aner. My buddy mechanic Greg is looking at the air conditioning in that machine. So I have a client that has pretty much the exact same machine I do. This is a 2020 model. Mine's a 2014. And he let me rent it. But we do have one small problem, but I don't think I'm gonna need this machine here. If I do, I can get by with the buckets. So I hooked the mulcher up to it, and I can't really get around there because it's tucked back here into the woods. But his, let me see if I can look right here. His little hookups right there for the hydraulics on the arm there are higher up than what mine are, and so my lines on the mulcher, they are stretched too far, so I don't have full range of motion. I can tip the mulcher back, but I can't tip it down like this. So when you extend that arm out, I can't extend it out because it stretches the lines and it'll literally pull them out of there or break them. But I bought this machine because I thought I was going to need it for the front, but I don't think I need it for the front, and if I do, I can just grub everything out with the bucket and make a mulch pile. So this is what we got to do here. This side over here is mostly just this brush and gums and stuff like that, little pears and all that junk, and then back over there is nothing but pine trees, nothing but pines. So we're just gonna get in here and start grinding all this down. I'm gonna make me a little area right here to open this up really quick, because this will go really quick, and then I can get the mini out of my way and get it back over there, and try not to disturb the neighbor over here. So let's open this up really quick right here, and we'll make this look good, and I'll get the mini out of the way, and we'll keep on rocking on. And I think I can get this whole job done in 2 days. That's my goal. So right at 1.75 acres, I think we should be able to knock that out in 2 days. Let's get to it. Okay, well, good progress so far until I guess somebody buried something back here. This looks like some kind of fabric or something. I didn't see it. The sun was in my eyes and it was black and it was mixed in with this dirt. I may have to, the mulcher is useless to me right now anyway, so I'll just unhook it. We'll grab one of the buckets and I'll snatch this privet out of here. We'll get that trash out. There's another piece of that stuff right over there, and looks like there's some other trash down. It's a tarp or something. Somebody's got a trash hole here, so let me just rip all this out, get it down over here somewhere, and we'll get through this little section. I have to get this out of the head. Yay, looks like a tarp, but I got the scissors in the cab. Should take care of that pretty quick. So let's get this cleaned up, and we got a nice little open area here. There's a big red oak right there. It took me forever to grind up. Thing was petrified, hard as a rock, but I got it. Actually, it was like right in here, but we got her. All right, let's keep moving on. Go into mulching, they said. It'll be so much fun. Let me get this out. Oh, goodness. All right, I got that POS out of there, and I'm just gonna rip out this little bit of whatever this crap is, privet or whatever, and get the rest of that tarp out of there, and we'll just stack it over there in the corner. I got everything kind of put in out of the way, and then we'll continue on, see what other goodies are buried in this little hole right here. way to that corner. We're gonna leave a buffer. We're leaving a buffer along this side and then also the back side over here. So the highway section will be open, and then the section back there towards the neighbor's house will be open. But this left side and back side will have a little bit of a buffer. Tree back there. bigger, especially some of those gums, some really decent sized gums. drums up there that we took down. What I'll do tomorrow is I'm gonna come along the road here. So there's a little bit of a ditch there, but the road comes off like that. It's pretty deep. There's enough of an area where I can work the skid steer and push all this stuff back into the lot. So that's why I'm opening up all this next to the road. So it'll all be nice and clear, and then I can just come off the road right there. I won't be on the road, but I'll be right off it. And we can just push all this stuff into the lot and grind it up over here. Not have to worry about getting it out into the road. Should work out pretty good. I'm pretty sure there's enough room down there for me to work the skid steer. And then whatever I can't get with the skid steer, I can just grub it out with the mini over there with the bucket. We can just rip it out, throw it down here in a pile. All right, that is it for me for today. I am absolutely exhausted. This lot has fought me tooth and nail in here today. So the good news is, other than just kind of coming back through here with the Mini and just kind of cleaning some stuff up, getting some of these trees that are like that one that are hanging because of the damn vines. Half the trees in here I could not get to fall down. It was so infuriating. And then you'd push on them and then they'd fall back towards you. It was so infuriating. So I got a few gum trees up there left to mulch, and just kind of clean up this back little corner right here. Get this little bit of stuff cleaned up and grind it up and grind it down, and then just clean up that front. There's not a whole lot there. That little corner there is a little thicker, but along there's not much there to get. So we'll open that whole front up tomorrow. That shouldn't take too long, and if there's anything I can't get to with the mulcher, we'll just grub it out with the Mini and take care of it with that, pull it out, pile it up. So I think first thing I'll do tomorrow is come through here with the Mini and try to just clean all this stuff up really quick, get it out, get it down. I could probably clean up like some of these little tighter pines that I can't get to. I can snatch them out, and we'll find a place in here someplace to just pile it all up and grind it down. So yep, I should be done with this job tomorrow. Tomorrow's 4th of July. We'll get this done. So hope you guys enjoyed it. That was a job in here today. Trash fought me at the beginning there, and it was, and working around these trees. I mean, it's just so tight in here. You know, almost every tree in here has got a scuff mark in it from me just, you know, trying to work around them with the mulcher. And just, you know, when you're working in tight areas like this, like especially around these ponds, you're gonna back into the trees, you're gonna knock into them. It's just, there's no avoiding it. So luckily that ASV's got a big old bumper on the back. She's got a fat old booty on her. John put a custom bumper on the back of that thing, and it is awesome. So you really can't hurt it as far as that goes, especially on the back. So, but yeah, it's just, that's just the nature of the game, so to speak, when you're working around these tight pines. And look at how just clustered they are, you know. And it's not worth me to come in here and try to grind. I mean, that pine's well over 12 inches, probably at the stumps, probably closer to 14 or so, 12 to 14. There's no benefit for me to grind that for the owner, you know, just to get it out of my way. It's just wasting his money. So, but then you got to try to get to some of the smaller trees and just work your way in there, and then everything's so tight, it all gums up at the top. So like that's a perfect example. Like those trees, they just won't fall down. And that's where I really, I would have preferred if I had a little bit bigger excavator, and that's where I'd like to be. Doing this with an excavator is way more preferable, because you can reach up and cut the trees like that at the top, like, you know, cut them off, and then the tops will just fall down to the ground like that. You're not trying to push them over, you know, at the bottom when they get hung up and then they fall back on. You know, you just cut that son of a gun out the top, and that top will just boop, push it over, grind the stem, grind the top, on and on you go. And you can get that head into those tighter spots and stuff and swing around, and it's just a lot easier to do that with an excavator. You know, if I had an 8 or 10 ton excavator, that part in the front would have been perfect for the skid steer. And then once you got to about like right here, come in here with the excavator and get in these tight areas and get these trees down. Yep. And maybe have, like, if you had 2 operators, you could have one guy coming here and just topping the trees and eating the stems, and another guy in the skid steer coming behind you and eating the tops, you know, and cleaning up behind you. So anyway, just my opinion. All right, I'm gonna get that machine cleaned up and get out of here, and we'll be back tomorrow. So stay tuned. We'll see what it looks like when we're done. I'll check you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.